And welcome back to the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. It is the FIBA AfroBasket final between Cote d'Ivoire and Tunisia. So much preparation, so many games played, and it all comes down to this: two great teams. The defending champions, Tunisia, taking on the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. Earlier we watched Senegal capture third place, 86-73 over Cape Verde. Just a great tournament for both of those teams, and it's been a great tournament for these two teams as well. As you can see, their path to the final. Cote d'Ivoire really, I think, kind of surprising Senegal in their semifinal. Tunisia, of course, one of the teams of the decade, and defeating Cape Verde, who were truly, I thought, inspirational at times in this FIBA AfroBasket. So, which way is that AfroBasket trophy going to go this time? Will it be Cote d'Ivoire for the first time since 1985? Or will it be Tunisia for the second time in a row? And if that's the case, it'll be the first time any country has done that since Angola won a string back in the day. Here, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Graham Hiscock. And, you know, Graham, we look at these matchups and we try to figure out which team should win, which team is the hottest team. And it's really hard to decide who's going to win this game.
Yeah, it's too close to call. We've been chatting about it pre-game, during the game, and during the earlier game as well. And very, very close. Salah Mejri, when he's really on, just a massive performance in the semi-final, offensively and defensively. When he's totally focused, he will carry and lift this Tunisian team. But Michael Roll is also such an important player. 14 points, 10 assists in the semi-final versus Cape Verde. Oman Abada as well, big player, and Makram Ben Ramadan. Really like his play inside and outside, his savvy. They can get under your skin, Tunisia. Maybe they separate and divide opinion, but they are the reigning champions, and they're one game away from a repeat.
Yeah, they're stocked with experience, and that has really come to the fore in the important games in this tournament. When I say important, the quarterfinals and the semifinals for them. They really did shift from third gear almost to fifth gear in both of those games, not just on offense, but on defense. But what can you say about Cote d'Ivoire? Well, there's no question that Matt Costello, what he's meant to this team, their naturalized player from the United States. He's come out and been a real glue guy, but you can see he really does play for Cote d'Ivoire and has raised the level, helped raise the level of his teammates, as well as the coach, Nacho Letkono-Moya, who's been terrific.
Yeah, he just plays so hard, Matt Costello. He was pushed and pulled, and it's just such a tough game for him yesterday against Senegal. But he just kept going, whether it's offensive rebounds, diving on the loose ball, hitting a three, making a post move, going head-to-head with Gorgui Dieng. Tonight he's going to go head-to-head with Salah Mejri. It is a mouth-watering prospect, but also don't forget Zouzoua, 15 points. Professor Fofana, foul trouble, then came back in with huge moments. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Suleiman Diabate came off the bench, turned it over a couple of times. We're looking at each other and thinking, come on, Suleiman, let's get up to your level. And all of a sudden, he got into it. 14 points, 3 assists. And Kebe and Stefan Kanate, they have got a lot of players that can affect the game in a positive way.
All of those guys, I felt like, played their best basketball against Senegal, and that's a good sign they're playing like that at this stage of the tournament. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems.
And now, the national anthem of Côte d'Ivoire.
Great stuff here in the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. The national anthems, Côte d'Ivoire and Tunisia, and of course, these three gentlemen will play a big part in today's game. Antonio Emmanuel Ferraz Bernardo from Angola, Poland's Wojciech Lichka, and Tonton Banza Kulume from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And well, 2.5 minutes before the start, we'll look at the starting lineups. Omar Bada, Makram Ben Ramdam, Michael Roll, Radouan Sleman, and Salah Mejri. So the ageless evergreen Sleman in that starting five. Marnoui, Ganouni, Chanufi, El Malbrook, Gyaza, Boleg, and Adami playing for Coach Dirk Bowerman. And, you know, you could pick probably 3 guys in that starting five that could actually conceivably be the MVP by the end of the day of this tournament. They have been that good at so many times. Perhaps their most consistent player has been Michael Roll. Salah Mejri certainly came out big against Senegal. And if you look at the Côte d'Ivoire starting five, Jean-Francois Kebe, Bafessa Fofana, Nizre Joshua, Guy Eddy, and Matt Costello. Clearly, you would think the MVP candidate from Côte d'Ivoire, along with Pamba, Konate, Diabate, Kouassi, Koulibaly, Kouadio, and Ba, Cedric Ba, playing for this national team just like his father used to back in the day. And I'm not sure there's a better coach in terms of preparing a team and getting them ready to play and having them sharp and ready to go than this guy right here, Nacho Lefkano Moya.
Yeah, coach has done a super job, and he really dealt with any issues of effort or energy. He says in his press conferences, you hear him in the timeouts, when you're out on the floor, you give me 100%, whatever the situation. That's how we want it in practice. Whatever you're doing, you give me 100%. They've got Matt Costello leading points in rebounds as well. Suleiman Diabate leading assist man.
So Dirk Bowerman coaching Tunisia and enjoying every minute of it, I would suggest. He has been around the block, no doubt. Having coached Germany for a long time, coached Poland, Iran, and here he is with Tunisia, and a very good fit. I think he liked coaching the veterans.
Yeah, it's a challenge at times, but they are great veterans. Mejri, Ben Ramdam, Michael Roll, Abada is great. They know how to play, they run their systems, they played some really tough D, and they stepped it up when they needed to versus Cape Verde in yesterday's semi-final. And when Mejri, I know he's had some issues, he goes off point, goes off script sometimes, complaining to the refs or whatever it might be. When he's on point and totally focused, he is unstoppable at both ends of the field.
AfroBasket MVP back in 2011. Salah Mejri, number 50, jumping up against Matt Costello. So we're off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kigali, Rwanda. It's the FIBA AfroBasket final between Tunisia in red and Cote d'Ivoire in the white. Tunisia winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Michael Roll fades back. Good hand already by Matt Costello, blocking the shot.
Super defense by Matt Costello. Stopped the drive and then challenged the fadeaway shot and got the semi-block.
Kebe steps into one, and you just see immediately the confidence, the conviction these guys are playing with right now.
Great job by Kebe. Just pulls up for the three and knocks it down.
Omar Abada has been terrific. He puts it up and gets it to drop in the paint.
Abada, there's a great atmosphere in this Kigali arena, and the players are rising to the occasion. Nice job by Abada.
Joshua, his offense has been crucial. He drives in, and Salah Mejri affected the shot as he did so often in the semifinal against Senegal. And the give and go, and well, Makram Ben Ramdam doesn't convert. Kebe blocked or bumped by Abada.
He stood still, but he's come out of his defensive position. That's maybe why they've called the defensive foul.
So Fofana, who got into the early foul trouble in the semifinal, makes the pass and is intercepted by Abada, making plays on both ends of the floor.
Too many red shirts near the ball there.
Salah Mejri, his three-point shooting has been big, but a little long. Now Guy Eddy, and his level has gone up the last two games.
Yeah, knocking down the shot, Guy Eddy. Great start for both teams. The leading shooters in this competition, Guy Eddy.
The dump to Mejri, and he's fouled. Goes to the line for three-point play.
Mejri affecting the game right under the basket. It's a pick and roll from Michael Roll. Protects the ball initially, and Guy Eddy comes across with the swipe down.
That's what you call a pick and Michael Roll. Only he's the passer, so I guess it doesn't work. So that ties it up at 5. Joshua guarded by Roll. Good hands by Roll. Deflects it into the path of Abada. Another jammeroo for Omar Abada.
The quick hands, Costello couldn't react or get back. Abada so quick with or without the ball, and that's about the third dunk, I think, where he's just taken off in transition.
Fofana goes baseline, or comes in from the left rather, and Salah Mejri affected the shot. Fofana with a nasty look at the referee. Michael Roll back to Ben Ramdam. Salman, the veteran, rims out. Now Guy Eddy. Steady Eddy, good! And he is playing well.
Great job, Guy Eddy. Fantastic pull-up. Defense just kept backing off. And he thought, well, I made the last one. Let's knock this one down too.
Kebe with the foul. Guy Eddy has truly emerged his class. That was the great hands by Roll. Yeah. And it goes right over to his teammate, Abada, who goes in for the 2. Now, he was complaining about a foul. Might have got him a little bit on the right wrist.
Yeah, and then Mejri's turned around, and Guy Eddy's already let the 3 go. So good job by Guy Eddy.
Guy Eddy, and Michael Roll shoots over Costello. Little battle there, Michigan State, UCLA. Roll played at UCLA, Costello, Michigan State.
Great shot by Michael Roll. Again, high-level play, both teams.
Zouzoua. Ben Ramdam again rolls, steps into it, and Ben Ramdam rebounds the miss.
Still, just a couple of times now, hasn't been sharp getting the rebounds. He needs help. A lot of pressure on him from Tunisia.
Obata steps to his left. Air ball goes right into the hands of Makram Ben Ramdam.
They're just reacting quicker to situations. Air ball, Ben Ramdam right there. And puts it back for another 2 for Tunisia.
Kebe from deep. And Salah Mejri rebounds the miss, and Nacho is, I think, trying to get a timeout, or is he going to do a substitution? He's definitely got Konate coming in. Saman was going to get it to roll. Now he backs up Zouzoua, and he goes up, and the contact, and they call the foul. What more could you ask for?
Zouzoua in trouble there in the post.
So some big substitutions here. Konate and Diabate and Cedric Ba coming in for Kebe, Zouzoua, and Guilletti.
Well, I think that's a good call. Young guards who started the game have done an okay job, but Tunisia are just starting to react quicker to situations and impose themselves on Côte d'Ivoire.
Great career with Tunisia, and still in that starting lineup. I mean, incredible.
He's hit some big plays in this tournament. Really impressed.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something defensively or whatever, but certainly getting some talking there. Talking to. Good D by Slimani, forcing the turnover into the hands of Roll. Quick pass to Obata. Lays it up and in.
Yeah.
And timeout has been called by Côte d'Ivoire. And I don't think they ever faced this type of situation in their semifinal against Senegal. Here's Obata again, who's been terrific.
Yeah. He's like a hare running down that court. And
it's really hard to stand out in this Tunisia team, isn't it? They've got so many good players. Obata.
If we say 2, you are not running here a sprint. You are just expecting them not to play defense, and they are playing very good defense. They are denying all the time, so we give up. We have to use the screens. Use the screens. And set a good ones. And then we have to match up quickly. Match up quickly. Don't let the score easy. And if we are going to switch, you see that this Mejri is sleeping all the time, so we cannot switch. Hey, next time we go. Okay? Here we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Energy.
Coach Moyer had to call timeout there. A couple of telling stats: 6-0 for Tunisia, points from turnovers, 10-0 points at the paint. All 5 players on the floor have scored. They're sharing the basketball. They're playing tough D. And Côte d'Ivoire just struggling to get up to the pace of the game and getting themselves in the right position.
They just looked sharp, and they weren't looking sharp at the beginning of the tournament. But they've won their group, got to the quarterfinals, and they've been flying ever since. Here is a missed shot by Konate. And Saman drives in, and he's fouled while going for the dunk.
He looks sharp, similar to Stephen Konate. The way they move up and down the floor, these veterans, they pick their moments to explode to the bucket. And they are just playing well. I reckon that Baumann has spoken, Coach Baumann has spoken to this group and said, we are not starting another game playing poorly and slowly. You will start this game at 110% and give me full focus, and look at the difference. They're in control of this matchup at the moment.
How about this man? He felt a little hard done by a couple of calls in the last game. But
yeah, sure. The missed dunk, yeah.
And there is Costello after the pass from Diabate. Now Bada. Rwanda, good hands by Cedric Ba. Salah Mejri, the second three for him, doesn't go down.
Really tough D by Cedric Ba. He wouldn't let Rwanda get past him.
A nice screen, and Diabate ends up having to take a tough shot. And Salah Mejri is just a tower of power in there. And Slimani this time loses it. Looked like he kind of fumbled the basketball as he went up.
It just slipped from his hands, Slimani, but he is absolutely sharp as a...
Well, they can't get Costello into the game yet.
No.
Offensively. I'm not even sure he's taken a shot yet. He took one shot, didn't he? Three.
Yeah. Maybe they're feeling a bit fatigued after yesterday's shoes game.
Konate travels.
And the Tunisian team had already made that call before Wojciech, Polish referee, called it. Well, his footwork's usually pretty spot on. Maybe he shuffled his feet as he made the move. But Cote d'Ivoire are going to be fully tested here. And then two top players coming in who've been very effective. He's up, Malbrook.
Yeah, it's you lose some size, but you bring in activity with Giaza, who just hustles like crazy, and also another perimeter threat in El Malbrook. Giaza can also hit that mid-range jump shot. Back to Ben Ramdam, and he fouls Ben Ramdam, which in and of itself, you don't want to give away the foul, but if you want to put somebody on the line, that's who it is. He got a lot of ball, but then as Ben Ramdam stuck with it, there was contact on the arm.
Yeah, he's got two players around him. He just protects the ball. Patient move. He's struggling from the line at 48%. Which for a player of his caliber is surprising.
And when he got a little bit ticked off yesterday and angry, he really focused and made his shots, didn't he? That's what he has to do. You got to get him angry.
Get him on the edge. So the anger just completely focuses his mind.
Just 1 of 2 to go. Biggest lead of the game for the Carthage Eagles. The Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. Diabate, good.
Yeah, nice pick and roll with Costello. Diabate just pulls up from behind the three-point line and knocks it down.
Abata explodes to the basket and makes it look easy.
He is just full-on energy. Great attack, and finishes with the reverse layup on the left side.
Another difficult pass. Cote d'Ivoire lucky to get that one back. Guieri. Back to Konate. And a second consecutive three-pointer. Yeah. Trying to shoot their way back into this.
You got it. Cote d'Ivoire have got to do this as a team. They can't take Tunisia on by dribbling too much or going 1-on-2. It's a total team effort tonight.
Oh, look at him find Giaza down low.
Really impressed with Giaza. You know when he comes in that he's going to do a positive job for you. Great little jump hook over Matt Costello. They're really targeting him.
Guieri. So it'll be Diabate. Takes it back outside. Now comes in, pulls up, and it wasn't 3 in a row, but Ba was there and got a little careless bringing the ball down. Guieri, meanwhile, hits. Well, that is 3 threes on 3 trips down the floor.
Yeah, that's beautiful play. A little bit of broken play. Cedric Ba gets the rebound, kicks it back out, and Guieri just steps straight into it. No hesitation from the Ivory Coast star.
And now the ball goes out of bounds. And, you know, with Guieri, I don't know what it is, but the last 2 games, he's playing like one of the best 5 players in this tournament. Look at this, his latest contribution. And that was even after taking some contact from Abata.
Yeah, good concentration. The ball's coming out of his hand really smoothly. Good angle on the shot. 3 of 3 from the field. 8 points.
Yeah, leading his team, leading Cote d'Ivoire in a very difficult situation. He's got 8 points. as you say, Cedric Ba. And backs up. Oh, good footwork, just didn't finish.
Maybe finished with the left hand there. That's a good effort by Cedric Ba. Now he's got to play deep.
And a foul called on Konate.
Yeah, well, Konate's trying to be as physical as he can and get in front of Serrani. So he can't go into his post moves. It's the correct call. It's a great effort, though, on the front side by Konate. He knew he was outmanned size-wise by Slimani.
Some of the Uganda players watching this one. Uganda had a great AfroBasket. Zioa and Opong. Opong will be, I'm guessing maybe we'll see Zioa as well in the African qualifiers. Costello comes back out, sets the pick. Diabate. And goes up, and the reach and the foul. So another opportunity for the Elephants.
Yeah, Matt Costello trying to give his team something. He's not able to get any shots off yet, so he sets the screen up high, and Diabate attacks the basket. He's already had a three off a pick and roll with Costello. This time he attacks, and he gets to the free throw line.
Tunisia beating Nigeria in the final in 2017 in Tunisia. In fact, oh boy, the ball goes back, and great alert play by Gyaza after Ba collected that offensive rebound.
All action, Gyaza. Just good job by Ba on the offensive basket. Gets in and knocks the ball loose.
Konate out to Guietti. Steps in this time, and that was short, but he follows up his miss.
That's what Cote d'Ivoire have got to do, chase every loose ball, every rebound.
Solo Diabate, and they were ready for him.
Gyaza again, right place, right time. That maybe needed a floater, just pull up before he got to the back line of that Tunisian defense.
Nufi to Gyaza. Whips the pass out to Slimani, misses.
Had a lot of time there, Slimani. He maybe just could have set himself.
Final seconds ticking off the clock in the first quarter. 3 seconds to Guietti. What's the call here?
The whistle was blown on the screen on the high pick. Ganuni's second foul. So, we'll be careful here. .2
seconds. And shot misses, and Tunisia with the rebound. And at the end of one, it is Tunisia. Not in command, but leading 25-18 over Cote d'Ivoire.
Much better start to this game from Tunisia. 7 of 10 from 2, 1 of 7 from 3. 8 of 9 from the line. That's really good effort in one quarter. 1 of 2 from the line for Cote d'Ivoire. 5 of 9 and 1 of 9 for 3 points and 2 points respectively. Really good percentage, 56% from 3.
Three-point range, and instead of being more aggressive, we got a little passive, right? So let's do a better job of taking away. Stop rebounding the ball. We got to rebound. Get very quick to the ball. We continue.
See some of the highlights. And Guietti, he has really elevated his his game, as you said, Jeff. There's the block from Medri. I mean, he can get up. Michael Roll with a push ahead, good flat pass, which led Abada. He needs no second invitation to the hoop. He's shooting 42%, nearly 43% from behind the arc. As he gets this one, Abada can't get the catch or get the steal, and he's got that high release, Guiedi, and the perfect shot rotation. So Cote d'Ivoire, after the really good start from Tunisia, have pulled themselves back into it. They've got to get after every loose ball. They've got to play with high energy. Even if they're feeling a bit fatigued, they've got to put it to the back of their mind, because they've got to play up-tempo.
Well, Dirk Bowerman,
Tunisia all over the floor.
Dirk Bowerman said their three-point shooting has helped them get back in the game. They're 5 of 9 Cote d'Ivoire from deep, 1 of 7 for Tunisia. And second quarter now underway.
Matt Costello is scoreless. He's had 1 shot, so they've done a good job, Tunisia, taking care of the leading. Was the leading scorer in the tournament. One of the leading rebounders, efficiency, but they're taking him out of his game, so he's got to find other ways to contribute.
Salah Mejri back in for Tunisia, and that causes other problems. Here you see one of them as Diabate had to alter his shot a little bit, and Morad El Malbouk with that rebound.
Yeah, he comes out so big, Mejri, and Diabate with a tough fadeaway, just falls short.
Here he is, going to work, and short little jump hook over Cedric Ba. And I suppose what really sold me on Mejri on this tournament was how he handled the Eddie Tavares matchup yesterday. I mean, he didn't give anything away. Matt Costello. And it bounces off the ring and over the backboard.
Yeah, once he got locked in, and if he's locked in today, you can see that. No distractions, just playing hard. He is a handful for anybody.
Yeah, he's got 2 blocks to go with his 5 points so far, Mejri. Here's Roll. The thing about shot blockers, just their presence also affects shots. Here he is down low, goes up and banks it in quickly over Costello.
Yeah, great job by Salah Mejri. He is dominating now both ends of the floor. Quick turn on the jump hook off the glass.
Razzle dazzle, and again another shot affected by Salah Mejri. And they've called a foul, but they called it on Mejri.
Initially it played good D, but maybe the hands just came over. Such a tough shot for Diabate, that maybe penetrating kick in that situation, but he likes to take it to Mejri, maybe try and get him in foul trouble.
So Salah Mejri picks up his first. And Solo Diabate hits the second, but it's Tunisia still with a pretty impressive lead for this time in the game. They've been in front by as many as 11. Cote d'Ivoire led once by 3. Obada back outside. Salah Mejri, he's tempted, and he grazed the net.
Good job on the defense by Cote d'Ivoire there.
And this time they're getting after it. Guiedi and Salah Mejri. Well, I like the fact that Guiedi is on the ground going after him.
He's got to, well, they've all got to, but he just got a little bit too far into the Tunisian defense there. They're going to knock it loose.
You're not allowed to jump on your opponent like that.
Good reaction from Mejri, just got up, got on with it.
Mejri, and he's fouled by Costello and just causing all sorts of problems on both ends of the floor is Salah Mejri.
Yeah, he's showing his experience and size. A few inches on Costello there, and moves so well without the ball out of those picks or slips to the basket.
Now it's Bali Koulibaly playing defense on Salah Mejri. Abada, meanwhile, goes right at Diabate. An excellent shot, but it came out.
Yeah, Abada got all the way to the basket. Just couldn't get it to the drop. Good strong move again.
So Diabate, oh. Here's Koulibaly for the follow, and Salah Mejri just affecting everything in that low post.
Great job on the defensive end by Mejri. He is everywhere.
Great pass, and Koulibaly makes a play. Gets it up to Diabate. 2-on-2 break. And Diabate, he wants to take advantage, misses, but there's Guilletti, and that's where he's making a difference. Should have had a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Guilletti. He really worked hard off the Koulibaly miss. Good job by him, but he should be making that, because by the time he's got Michael Roll up off the floor, there is no direct challenge to that shot. He'd be a little bit frustrated, but this is the level of energy they've got to show.
It's been a long time since Guilletti went up for that slam dunk. I can't remember if it was in the first game or the second game. He came down hard on his back. Do you remember that? He had to come
Yes,
out.
yes.
That was a scary moment. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt. And as so often is the case, what might have been a three-point play, now he misses. And you see Costello there not making the same type of impact on this game as he has in all of the others. And that's because really, in my opinion, Mejri.
Yeah. Oh, Mejri is totally locked in. The whole team are from minute one. There's no, Coach Baumann cannot question their focus and effort in this game.
Then Ramjan going up against Fofana. Outside to Ganouni. Brook, and they are not afraid to go in.
Yeah, that's a tough shot by Malbrook. High off the glass, under pressure. Good touch, knocks it down.
They must practice those high off the glass layups, because Abada also makes it look pretty straightforward. Joshua gets in. Good move. Koulibaly with an important board. Fofana. And denied by Ben Ramjan. Quickly, Ganouni, like a bullet out of a gun, misses the layup, however.
I thought he might have pushed that ahead to Mejri, and then Mejri maybe could have just bounced it back to him.
I'll tell you, this Tunisia team is playing at a different speed in the last two games of this tournament than what we saw before.
Yeah, they've won this AfroBasket before. They've managed their energy levels, and they're hitting the heights just at the right time this weekend. Great block by Michael Roll. Then Ganouni just keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming. Maybe he should have given that up to Michael Roll early. Then he can always get it back when Michael Roll knocks down the three.
Alley-oop pass, Salah Mejri puts it in. Such a target.
It's a masterful display by Tunisia, and Salah Mejri, that's a tough finish. Falling away, and gets it to go off the glass.
Oh boy. Diabate just doing everything he can just to keep the ball in the hands of Cote d'Ivoire. Into the corner for Fofana. And you really feel Tunisia taking command of this game.
Yeah, they recognize the moments when they can really push and extend the lead.
Ben Ramjan likes his matchup against Vafessa. Fofana, good footwork. Just missed the shot, but there for the follow.
Yeah.
And look at the gun show. He brings it out. And Tunisia, it's one-way traffic right now as they go over to the huddle with a 35-21 lead over Cote d'Ivoire.
It's getting scary for Cote d'Ivoire now. Ben Rondam going where he wanted to go, and the really frustrating thing was he missed his shot, got his own rebound and just dropped it back over the front of the rim. Let's listen in.
There's a lot of layups because we are scared. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? They block your shot? That's the problem? We are missing anyways. Go strong, man. Go strong, no fear. And the same for passing and the same in defense. No more fouls. Hey, we are playing soft. Listen to me. We are playing soft and with no fouls. At least play with fouls. Come on.
Well, Jeff, that's pretty straightforward instructions. Guys, you've got to attack the basket. One of the key problems is Salah Mejri, not 9 points. This is tough. This time he just slips to the bucket. Koulibaly loses him. That's the key. He is quick and smart and clever. He's got great touch. Salah Mejri.
Of course, you think that Mejri is so crucial to Tunisia. You can't imagine them winning anything without it, but he wasn't in that team that won it in 2017. Joshua, and it just goes to show they are a basketball nation. Fofana. Also, Michael Roll was not in that team.
Yeah.
They got several players that were.
They won the long list, but they weren't in the final 12, were they? So just shows how strong this group is. And they play a system, whoever's on the floor.
Now the ball turned over. Joshua goes behind his back, gets it to Costello, and there, great hustle by Konate. And just nothing easy for Costello today. Good shot, Kebe.
That's what Coach Moore is talking about. Konate flies in off the Costello miss, kicks it to Kebe. Kebe does the rest for three.
Rwanda. Oh, the bounce pass just out of reach of Salah Mejri.
Moyer's timeout has had an effect. And they've stepped it up. Good defense, hitting the three. And timeout now for Tunisia. That is massive hustle by Konate. Kebe, good concentration on the three. Knocks it down, and Coach Moyer asks some questions. What's the worst thing can happen? You get blocked. Well, just go hard at Mejri, go hard at these big players. Good things will happen.
This, right? Look for that. If not, pop, dribble handoff with Michael. They're switching every time. You got your switch, okay? All right? All right?
A really big stat, telling stat, 24-0 points in the paint for Tunisia. They are dominating, whether it's layups, dunks, Mejri, Rondam, Slimani. They're just too hot to handle at the moment for Cote d'Ivoire's huge 337.
Yeah, they just got to keep it close at this stage. Maybe if they can chip into that lead a little bit. Chip away at it. Here's Konate. Drives in. What a play. And exactly what the coach said. Do not be afraid to challenge this team. And good call, you know, Mesri, his arms were lowered, the contact was there.
Yeah.
And a chance for a three-point play for Konate. Could not have come at a better time for the Elephants. 2 fouls on Mesri.
They've got to get on the front foot, Cote d'Ivoire. It's the only way they're going to get back in this game. Be confident and be strong attacking the hoop.
Omar Bada to Ben Ramdam. Again. And good help defense by Costello. And now they're taking the attack to Tunisia. This is the Cote d'Ivoire that we saw against Senegal, and the travel called on Kebe. And the thumbs up signal by the Cote d'Ivoire coach to the referee.
Yeah, good attack from Kebe. Just, I think he was maybe looking for the kick or the drop off, and then decided to make the shot. And there's a foul on Bada. Of course, Salah straight to the ref for
I think Nacho's having a wry laugh about the appeal for the unsportsmanlike.
Kebe did grab Bada, but I don't think it was enough for unsportsmanlike.
Mourad El Malbrook.
Konate's leading the way, isn't he? Fantastic.
Roll keeps it down. Konate. Shot clock winding down. Roll. Great board work again by Mesri, and it falls.
He's so skilled, so good at anticipating the misses, and he can finish with both hands equally as well.
He's got 11 points.
Nice job by Kebe attacking Mesri.
And now I don't understand why all of a sudden we get into this with Tunisia again.
Yeah.
Watch.
Well,
nothing. I don't think anything wrong there with Kebe, what he's doing.
He's following coach's orders. Attack Mesri, make him play defense, you know, make it tough.
You know, when he picked up his second, I thought maybe Dirk Bowerman is going to take him out of the game. And with 3:37, but then he left him in. I was like, okay. But guess what? Salah Mesri's just picked up his third foul.
Yeah, we'll have to sit the rest of this quarter and maybe some of the third, and this is where Cote d'Ivoire need to get back in the game.
Well, this is their opportunity. And it's also where more importance now placed defensively, especially on Ben Ramdam and Ghiaza. And this is where Ghiaza probably earns his keep. He is underrated. Here he is coming in, number 11.
And we're going to find out how he's feeling and stepping in to take the place of Mesri. How his confidence is.
Certainly not underrated by his coach.
No, absolutely not. Great player to have.
Well, bounce pass, and look at that.
Yeah. They haven't missed a beat. You know, they just play slightly differently. Rondon finishes.
Kebe drives in, and that was hit out. Yep, that was hit out.
Yeah.
By Ben Ramdam.
That's a good call. But these players are amazing at tapping it out, Jeff. But I think that's too far down into the hoop. And again, explosive attack.
Watch again.
I think it's far enough down. Good job by Kebe. He's had a good couple of minutes here.
Abada open. Ben Ramdam with the rebound.
No boxing out. It's too easy for Rondon.
Ben Ramdam can really play 3, 4, and 5. Here he goes. Now he's backing up. And roll! With the punches. He gets it to go.
Michael Roll, that is just class. Attacks. And this time, off 2 feet, little push shot. So he goes up with the 2 hands, makes it with 1. I mean, that is a thing of beauty. They've called it before, the fouls before the shot.
Okay.
By the look of it.
It counted, and it was Ben Ramdam that was fouled by Konate. So
right, okay.
Could be a big trip down the floor for Tunisia. But they counted the shot by Roll. He's got 5 points. Turns, good. And it was indeed a big trip down the floor. Michael Roll.
Yeah.
It was a 4-point trip down the floor for Roll.
Just when Cote d'Ivoire are starting to get back in the game, Michael Roll, massive play.
Diabate takes on Giaza, and Giaza wins the battle. Now Mourad El Malbouk tries to bounce pass it in there to his teammate, Ben Ramdan.
They're being pushed to the limit here, Cote d'Ivoire. Kanate had a great run.
Great crowd here tonight, by the way, here in the Kigali Arena. The Tunisians are certainly enjoying the moment.
Fantastic atmosphere.
It is. It's the biggest crowd since obviously you can't sell all the seats because of the COVID restrictions. You have to have a space between everybody. So timeout on the floor, and as Kigali watches big-time basketball. I think also Rwanda President Paul Kagame is here as well. We have a timeout.
Hey, listen. So that guy can't guard Michael at the block, right? So what we're going to do here is to make it look like we're back screening. It's a baseline, right? So on sideline, we're going to run one, but he's not going to come up. The big pops and Michael stays inside, okay?
Great timeout by Coach Baumann. Michael Roll staying inside on this play, so watch out. He's good in the post. He's got good size, he's got all the moves he requires, as we just saw in the last sequence. And Tunisia in control, 12 points up, 30-4 points in the paint. 14-7 second chance points, 11-4 assists.
Roll again from the right, and he goes to 9 points. He was sitting on 3, and he has suddenly had a very fruitful last couple of minutes. Joshua. Pamba, right from the elbow.
It's unfortunate Pamba didn't play in the last game. He would like to have come straight out and helped his team there, but just short on the jump shot. And Michael Roll again gets the shot out of that timeout, just like Coach Baumann wanted it.
Well, alarm bell's ringing right now in Abidjan. El Malbouk over to Roll again, right corner, rattles out, but look at Giaza!
Yeah, that player, the red number 11, is just everywhere. Great minutes.
Diabate gets it off in time. That's a big 3. These guys aren't going to give up. And that was, I'll tell you what, that was a lifeline, it feels like, for Cote d'Ivoire. A little bit of momentum going to halftime, pulling up, understanding the situation. The veteran Diabate with a strike from downtown.
Big time 3 for Diabate, just creating enough space for the knockdown 3.
Tunisia on top of Cote d'Ivoire, 47-34 at halftime.
And here's the stats for the first half. Tunisia, 18 of 25 from 2, 1 of 12 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 78% for Cote d'Ivoire from the line, 50% from 3, 7 of 14, good effort, only 3 of 21 from 2. And Matt Costello scoreless, and they're 13 down, so 18 rebounds to 26, Tunisia, 11-4 on the assist, and 5 turnovers to 7. Tunisia with the 5 turnovers. Kebe and Mesri, 10 and 11 points for Cote d'Ivoire, Tunisia. Diabate 9, Roll 9, Idi 9, and Abada 8. And there's the highlights, and there's been many. Tunisia's quick start, but Guedi played some good Played some great basketball, some big-time threes for him. He's got 9 points. Abada on the steal. Tunisia were locked in early. Block from Mesri from behind. Bit of hand, but some say the hand is part of the ball. Flat pass, that's what made that layup. Similar to Israel Wainwright with the power they get in those passes. And perfection on the layup from Abada. And then this was Guiedi ripping it through. Abada's close attention, steps through, and Giaza coming over, and he knocks down the three-pointer. And Michael rolled inside to Mesri. Just a simple jump hook. It's a push jump hook. He's too big, too strong, too good. Salah Mesri. And there's the layup high off the glass. Just while we're looking at these highlights, Coach Liz Mills is going to receive an award for the impact that she has had as female coach of Kenya basketball, Jeff.
And also Konate and Sleman from Tunisia are going to get golden balls for their long contributions for their national teams. And as you look at Roll again, going back to the action, was just terrific at the end. And this play here is really just tremendous. Look at the rebound by Giaza going back up. And of course, Diabate, it was vital that he did this right at the end to make it 47-34 at halftime.
That was tough.
So here we are right now, the Golden Balls, FIBA Africa's highest honor, or honor of recognition to people that have made incredible contributions to basketball. So we're going to see Liz Mills, who across the gender divide became the first woman to lead a men's national team at a continental championship. And obviously at the FIBA AfroBasket, coaching Kenya to the FIBA AfroBasket with that vital win last year over Angola. And then here, they played very good basketball and were very close to reaching the quarterfinals. That will be a golden ball that she will treasure, no doubt, for the rest of her life. And I would assume she has a very long coaching life ahead of her.
Yeah, she's done a great job with Kenya, getting some top-level play out of that team.
Here's Stéphane Konate in his last FIBA AfroBasket, playing for Côte d'Ivoire, receiving the honor of the Golden Ball. Has his name written on it, just like Liz Mills had her name written on it for all of his contributions over the years to African basketball, international basketball, but also on behalf of Côte d'Ivoire. And here's a guy that plays with a smile on his face. And he's played very well this tournament. Kind of makes you wonder why he's stopping playing. And then, of course, Radouane Souleymane from Tunisia. And ever present, really, with this national team. You can see what it happens. He puts his body on the line for him. He got a knee to the head. And he's no doubt focused right now, both he and Konate, on this game. But it was very kind of their coach, I would assume, and the players themselves to allow this to happen, especially for Coach Nacho Lethkana-Moya, who I'm sure wants Konate in his changing room right now to talk about how they're going to try to come back. The Souleymane, and then they'll just take that quick photo. So wonderful moment for those three. Zazua, they do not, and he is blocked. And they will have 1.6 seconds left. Great defense by the Lions. Goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, that's the only issue, because that doesn't happen if Measure is on the floor, but good attack.
Sabir alley-oop and the dog from Eddie Tavares.
That is outrageous, Jeff.
Goodness gracious. The pass right into the hands of Solo Diabate, who doesn't mess around. He gets in, he gets swatted from behind by Ibrahim Afai.
What a block.
Mamadou Faye into Ibrahim Afai, goes up for the dunk, he doesn't make it. Quickly to Fofana, go! Unbelievable! What a turnaround for the Elephants.
Incredible explosion of offense and defense from Les Elephants.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Mingas of Angola, the team captain. Thank you so much. They're back home with their national teams, but we recognize their efforts and their role in the game of basketball on the African continent. Thank you so much to all the achievers. One more time, Team DJ Mambo, the ones and the twos, as we begin our second half of the final between Côte d'Ivoire and Tunisia.
Welcome back to the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. The fans are jumping. The players are putting on a great show. It's the AfroBasket final for 2021. Tunisia leaders. Mejri 11 points, Ben Rondam 6 rebounds and Roll 6 assists. 3 leaders on this team, along with Abada, having excellent games again. There's Salah Mejri, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. And it's not just the shots he blocks, it's the shots he changes, same as Tavares as well in that regard. He was doing so well, Jeff, and then he got in a couple of fouls late on, and he's had to be withdrawn with 3 fouls. And Cote d'Ivoire, Kebe 10 points, Edie 4, and Kebe 1 assist.
For Salah, that could be a big deal. And I mean, you know, it wasn't an issue of his temperament or anything like that. He just picked up his 3rd foul late, and I'm guessing maybe if Dirk Bowerman had to do it all over again, he might have taken him out, but there was still quite a bit of time to go in that second half. He was probably going to try to get another minute out of him and then maybe bring him out. And fair play to Cote d'Ivoire. They put him under pressure, a little bit of contact, and then make the referee make the call, and they made the call.
Yeah, and it was on the back of Coach Moyer's timeout. Well, he was imploring them, what's the worst thing that can happen? You get your shot blocked. And straight off the back of that, they've attacked. They've got much deeper into the Tunisian key, and they've finished with authority. And Mejri's on 3 fouls. How big will that be down the stretch of this game?
Well, I have no doubt that Cote d'Ivoire are thinking that they are going to be, they're going to win this game. But at the end of the day, when you watch Tunisia in these moments, in these big games, you appreciate just how good they are, how experienced they are, how well they play on defense. And Boniface Sindong there, the coach of Senegal on the left, and Maktar Njai, who's part of that delegation, they know it because they ran into him in the semifinals. Oh, no, they didn't, actually. What am I talking about? They ran into Cote d'Ivoire. They understand how experienced Cote d'Ivoire was.
Yes. And then you see the next level up when Tunisia are playing at their absolute highest level. You realise how tough this Tunisian team is, and Dirk Bowerman has got them playing great. As for Cote d'Ivoire, they're a little bit up and down. They've got nothing offensively, scoring-wise, out of Matt Costello, but he's doing his best with screens and playing the best defence he can against Salah Mejri. But with Mejri out, maybe Matt Costello can start to really push forward in this game offensively. So Somani back out after his award. Well-deserved award, Jeff. Great servant to African basketball. And Salah Mejri is in now.
And Costello, that's been huge, how they have not allowed him really to become a part of that Cote d'Ivoire scoring.
Yes, in fact, they've obviously targeted him. Watched a lot of
incredible shot there, just the memory of Kobe Bryant. Obviously, still missed, and a hero to so many people that love basketball. Here is Abada driving in, and the ball goes over to Cote d'Ivoire.
Diabate just doing enough, and that's good sportsmanship between Ben Rondam and Diabate. I mean,
well, that's two veterans that appreciated each other.
Yeah. Diabate doing what he could underneath the hoop there, boxing out.
Costello, and again, trying to make the pass. Maybe he could have gone up for the shot.
Yeah, yesterday or previous games, he'd have just gone straight up there. Maybe, you know, gone for a strong move. He's deferred to a pass. Got to be aggressive from the outset here, Cote d'Ivoire.
Zouzoua. Fofana, high arcing shot! And the three-point shot has been huge for them, keeping them within striking distance.
And he made a massive shot in the semi-final yesterday, and there's one that's just as big.
Look at that, they throw it over the defense, and Costello steps over and gets the block on roll. Fofana doesn't want to be fouled, passes it back to Zouzoua, hand in the face, and he's fouled by Slimani, and he will go to the line. Certainly got the hand in the face. Slimani acting like he didn't make any contact.
Yeah, and Michael Roll.
Michael
Roll not happy with that, but that's a clean block, and he's complaining to the ref. Meanwhile, Zouzoua takes the three and is.
The only thing that I could think that he called was that Slimani, when Zouzoua came down, he was able to make contact with the body.
Well, it looked, yeah.
But again,
on the three-point shot. Well,
yeah, I thought Slimani held up pretty well there.
Yeah, it is an issue. A lot of players being fouled on the three-point shot attempts.
Oh, Michael Roll so desperate to win a title with this Tunisian team. Here he goes, puts it on the deck. Pass into Salah Mejri, and he gets it up and in. There's no stopping that.
Beautiful pass all the way across the key into the hands of Salah Mejri for the finish right under the basket.
And Ben Ramdam reaches around, knocks it out of bounds. And Michael Roll, 9 points, 7 assists. Salah Mejri. But I mean, they just have so many weapons, don't they, when you look at their lineup? Obata can take over at any time. Ben Ramdam as well. Zouzoua gets in the paint and gets it to drop. That was an impressive move by the youngster.
Zouzoua is a tough player. And he gets a nice floating shot to go. Good touch.
El Malbrook is a player they have to have a hand in the face. He is going to drive in. Boy, that was another attempt at a shot high off the glass. And here's Diabate. Whips it over to Konate. And there's Diabate with the follow. Yeah. Here come the Elephants. Forcing the timeout by Dirk Bowerman.
Yeah, broken play, great wraparound pass. Konate just short. And the rebound by Diabate getting in amongst the bigs. Doesn't come down to the floor. That's a really good shot. Great touch.
Three-point shot has been absolutely huge. 8 of 16 for Côte d'Ivoire. Just one three-pointer. As you look at Solo Diabate there, just one three-pointer for Tunisia.
No more threes. Hey, stop looking old. Start looking experienced. Make your shots, get stops, and work. You gotta outwork him. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, everybody.
Wow, that was incredible. Stop looking old and start looking experienced.
Was he talking to us or the players?
He said, stop looking old, and he pointed at us. And then he said, start looking experienced.
And pointed
at them. Well,
hey, great timeout.
Pointed at you, actually.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You and the guy to the right.
Well, the amount of hours that man to the right is putting in.
Okay, well. Here's Tunisia coming out of the timeout. Konate coming out, getting a hand on the face, perhaps inspired by the golden ball that he received at halftime. Michael Roll passes, Mejri goes down, holding his ankle, and that is not a good look. And I didn't see what happened. Here we go, look at this. Oh. Yeah, it was Konate defending him.
Yeah,
position. He stepped on his ankle.
Just got caught up there. There was no intent at all by the look of that.
No.
But it happens, you know. You're going to end up treading on someone's foot now. It just depends.
And this is where Salah. I know he's got the competitive juices flowing, but he didn't want to be helped up by Costello. He's going to be helped off. And that is a massive play. He has words with Nacho Lezcano, and I just don't think there's any intent there.
Well, they've just got called up. Konate's playing as tough a D as he can, and Salah Mejri stood on his foot. It does happen.
He's going to get it looked at, and hopefully for Tunisia's sake, he will get back in there. But this is why you have to have somebody like Giaza, and now Ben Rondon has a chance to lead this team. But it's a 5-point game, and really the momentum has swung to the Elephants. Look at that, shaken. Oh, Diabate, Solo missed the layup.
Yeah, he's got all the way to the basket. No Tunisian defenders there.
Roll answers, and that is a 5-point swing. Michael, rock and roll.
Yeah, he is definitely rocking and rolling. That's massive three from deep.
Costello somehow was able to get that shot off. It looked like Giaza had his hands all over the ball.
And that's the difference with Mejri not being in. Costello over the top, off the glass.
Ben Rondon now, guarded by Konate, whips it to the corner. Moran, El Malbrook, gets it back to Ben Rondon. And offensive foul called on Ben Rondon with this kind of hooking with his left arm.
Yeah, he's trying to post Konate up.
Here he is again. Yeah. Michael, let's roll. Michael.
This is big for Costello. First 2 points of the game. And Giaza just isn't the same physical presence that Salah Mejri is.
Tremendous strength, length, and determination by Costello. And technique. Unbelievable. Here we go. Now, feeling the sense of urgency and perhaps trying to do a little too much there. Costello. Obata crosses midcourt. And Zazwa knocks it out of his hands.
Yeah, it's really picking up now, this game. Ben Rondon feels winded after Costello trying to back him down, and then Abada down the other end. Good hands by Zazwa.
Well, I think Dirk Bowerman saying, look, experience, not old. And that is one of the issues that people raise when they talk about this Tunisia team, even Dirk Bowerman. I mean, he even just raised it in the huddle by saying that. You know, it's an older team.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to be around for the qualifiers? Who's going to play at the FIBA Basketball World Cup if they do qualify? In the Philippines, they'll also be in Japan and Indonesia. Can't wait. 2023. Are you kidding me?
It's going to be awesome. Every game being brought live.
Roll. And roll. This time does not get it to go. And Giaza fouled.
Great job by Giaza. Just gives it up for his team, his body. He just gets after the offensive rebound, being a pest. Got inside position on that Costello. And there's going to be a foul call because he's showing the refs intent to get after the offensive rebound.
Here's roll again. Giaza puts it up off the back of the cup. And Costello just a little too much. Roll rebounds it.
Yeah.
Crosses midcourt.
Tough move for Costello there.
Abada to Giaza. Goes up and defended by Diabate. Good effort there by Diabate, helping out. And here he goes again. Oh, a little bit out of control by Solo.
And I think he's just leant forward too much there, going too much downhill. And this game just explodes into life. Offensive foul. I think that will be on Diabate. We're back in.
Well, that's the good news.
Yeah. Giaza again, so tough for this Tunisian team. Real glue when he comes off the bench.
Malbrook to Salah Mejri, catches it. Oh, goodness me, how did he score that?
It's just long arms, beautiful step-through move. Costello, just no answer at the moment.
Just the sweetest of releases by Salah Mejri. And Fofana denied by the great Salah Mejri.
Mejri is everywhere. Incredible performance.
Here he is again. Chanufi now from deep and off the back of the ring. Momentum back with Tunisia. Big moment here. Up. Michael, roll up your sleeves, puts it up. Good, another one. Michael roll, 15 points.
Yeah, that is just so much confidence in transition. Only Matt Costello back, and he pulls up. So relaxed, so focused, so good.
Look at the wrist, this soft release. I didn't realize he hit that off the backboard.
Yeah.
And this, oh, might have gotten a little bit of body, a little bit of arm there, but this is roll. I've never, I know he's a good shooter, but I've never seen him consistently shoot this well for Tunisia. He has been terrific. And Cote d'Ivoire had all the momentum, now they're down 11. Let's listen in.
And when we attack him, he's 3 fouls. Attack. Okay? Venga. Let's go. Let's go. Let's play 3 for the stack. Let's go, Salah. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Michael Roll, all you have to do is watch, and you can understand what he means to this team. I mean, he's taking it all to a higher level at this AfroBasket. You know, his shooting clearly is there, but it's his decision-making, his passing, the way he organizes the team on the floor. I mean, really, he's more, I thought when he came to Europe, he was more of a 2, but for this team, he's just gotten better and better. And players like Mejri benefit, and that time Mejri looked like he was in no man's land and was still able to get it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, such a huge challenge for Costello. He's not come up against anything like this in this AfroBasket, and he's all he can handle with Salah Mejri. Got to show a lot of fight now, Cote d'Ivoire.
Shot clock winding down. Here's Costello driving in. And you heard what Nacho said, drive right at him. He's got 3 fouls, Salah Mejri, and they get immediately, and sure enough, the body, you know, you're making, and that's unfortunately for Mr. Mejri a foul. And that is what I call excellent coaching. So 4 fouls on Mejri. Nacho Lefcano got exactly what he wanted, and it took all of 10 seconds.
Yeah. It's uncomplicated coaching. It's a simple message. He's got the players to do it. So Costello had a tough night, but he took it on himself to shot fake and drive and make Mejri play D.
And this is the chink in the armor of Matt Costello at this AfroBasket anyway, is his free throw shooting.
61.1% from the line. He's missed both.
Well, Ben Ramzan fouled by Guietti. Well, I think right now is the moment, and forget those 2 free throws for Matt Costello. Mejri's out of the game, and he's got to go to work inside. And he's going to face an almighty defense led by Ben Ramzan on that interior, but we'll see. Without Giaza in there, I think it makes it a little bit easier. El Malbrook. And Costello taps it over to Eddie. Guietti over to Diabate. Crosses over to Fofana. 11-point lead for Tunisia. Guietti loses it, no, gets it to Fofana. Solo Diabate. Now Zouzoua. Good! The 3-point shot has been money in the bank for this Cote d'Ivoire team today. Ridiculous.
Yeah, fantastic percentage, and what a good extra pass from Diabate to Zouzoua for the 3.
As a team, 9 of 17 from deep, and then Michael Roll says, bring it on, he's on a roll.
He's just off the charts, he's unconscious from behind the arc.
It's the mustache. He's wearing the mustache this summer, that's the difference. That's where all the power comes from. Look at him. He is in the clouds. Fofana.
Just short for 5. That was another big 3. Michael Roll.
It's almost as if he'd had enough. He said, you want a three-point shooting contest? Okay, you got one. More at El Malbrook. He can't stand up. He's able to get the basketball to Chinofi. And Costello stands tall. Now Fofana, what's he going to do? Challenge Roll. And Roll commits the foul and puts Fofana on the line.
Good decision from Fofana. He could have taken the three, but he's gone right at Michael Roll. Put the star player under pressure on the defensive end. And he goes to the line for 2 shots.
And Michael Roll, that's his first foul, so no problem there. Well, the Salah factor, when he's not in there in the shot blocking department, the rim protection, it just changes things. Just opens that little door of opportunity just a little bit wider for this Cote d'Ivoire team. But to be honest, as long as they keep shooting it as well as they are from deep, you would imagine they'd want to keep attacking from outside. Well, they'll take anything they can get going to the rim. So back to a 9-point deficit. The Elephants have done a great job of hanging tough. Samane, backdoor, Obata, and Diabate able to save it, but then he does the cardinal sin and he gets away with it. Can you believe it? He threw it underneath the opposition's basket, and Ben Ramdan missed the layup. Fofana to Costello, no rim protection, and he just puts it up.
Here we go, quick fire basketball, little 2-man game for Fofana and Costello before any reactions from Tunisia. Costello with the 2.
Konate looking on with intensity. Roll, Obata, cross court, they swing it. El Malbrook, good! And yet another experienced Tunisian steps up in a big moment.
Wow, high release. Now El Malbrook, that is just wonderful concentration just when they needed it, Tunisia.
Bounce pass to Fofana, and fouled once again, and it is an unsportsmanlike foul at that on Michael Roll. They can look at it. What's this? That's... He first went for the ball, but they're going to look at it anyway. I don't think they're going to take it off. Look at the Elephants. What a story. They have been amazing at this AfroBasket.
Yeah, the fans have helped hugely to make this an amazing AfroBasket in difficult circumstances. It's been mind-blowing, and the great play continues, and I'm pleased the referees are going to take their time here, get this right.
I'll just confirm that it is an unsportsmanlike, and I think they will. Here it is again. Yeah.
Oh, sure. And when you see it there, right there, he's held onto the arm. Swipe down on the ball, but he doesn't need to keep hold of the arm like that.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike, so 2 shots and possession.
Yeah.
Is the call by Wojtek.
Correct call. I think the referees done a good job tonight. Such a huge game in the continent of Africa.
Fofana gets it to drop. At the free throw line as a team, they're shooting it at a good clip tonight. Right around 75%. And he makes both.
Yes, above their tournament average, 69.4, just under 69.5%, so good job.
So I think this is a key move here. Giaza back into the game, but I just wonder where they are in terms of quickness. Because Cote d'Ivoire, Giaza's come back in for Tunisia to accompany on that front line Samane and Ben Ramdan. Here's Diabate, but small ball for Cote d'Ivoire. They've got KB back in. They've got Guiedi in, who's not necessarily small. And that was bomb! Wow! What kind of shot was that?
Well, there's a little spin to the baseline, right-handed flip shot. Cedric Barr spoke well at the press conference yesterday, and he made a nice move inside there.
Yep. That was a shot that his dad must have taught him. And great defense again. Diabate comes up with a steal, lays it up and in, and Michael Roll has pocket picked.
What a surge by Diabate and Barr to get Côte d'Ivoire back in this game. Look at the layup off the steal. Great job by Diabate.
Entry pass, wonderful basketball, but the finish not there. However, he was fouled. So Gaza gets a couple of free throws.
You've got to love the movement of Tunisia. Gaza again in the thick of it. Moving well without the ball. Clearly a foul. He was bumped as he went for the close range shot.
You know, Diabate, 13 points today after that latest basket. And the first one is good by Giazza. His shooting has been lights out, and I really think Nacho Lefkano has distinguished himself as just a great coach. The way he ran that timeout and said, go right at Mesri. He's got 3 fouls. We've got to get him out of the game. Now the pass over to Ben Rondon, and he's fouled by Guietti.
Good play by Tunisia again, just managing the offense so well. Get the ball to Rondon. He attacks Guietti, little jump stop fake.
A good move here as Michael Roll gets a arrest. Boulagi comes in.
It's 4,000 Guietti.
Right at the end of the third quarter. So you get a little bit of extra time. And I'm guessing he won't be over there too long. And Rondon, again, struggles at the line, but he makes the first. Does not get the second. So, well, they shot it pretty well from the free throw line overall as a team. So, Han Solo is ready to go. And gets it back over to Fofana from the arc. And off the front of the rim. You can only admire the resiliency and the refuse to lose and the confidence. Refuse to lose attitude of this Côte d'Ivoire team. And they were on the verge of being run out of the Kigali arena by Tunisia. And here they are with 10 minutes remaining. Tunisia leading them 65-59.
It's just an excellent effort by Côte d'Ivoire. Just the shooting stats going through there as we listen to Coach Baumann as well, giving some instructions. As you see the highlights as well. Côte d'Ivoire 18 of 50 from the field, 9 of 31 from 2, 9 of 19 from 3, 14 of 18 from the line. And Tunisia 25 of 54 total field goal, 20 of 35 from 2. 5 of 19 from 3, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Diabate has come to party. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. That's some big plays. Nice assist there to Matt Costello, who just elevates and goes over the top of Giaz, and that's where I think he's at his best, Costello, quick finishes, and that's tough. That's the just genetics and the length of and skill of Salamejri, and that block was tough. And then the threes from Michael Rowe, and he's saying, come on, Kigali.
Let's go back to the timeouts as we see Gorgui Dieng and Senegal coming in, because they are going to be presented with their bronze medals after reaching the podium with a victory over Cape Verde tonight. There's Branco Badio, who was a sensation in this tournament. I mean, he was utterly terrific throughout. But, the timeouts, it's been a tale of 2 timeouts, in my opinion, for this Côte d'Ivoire team. Last night, they called a vital timeout in the third quarter, and he kind of said, listen, we got to play our game. Don't get into a war with these guys because that's what they want, talking about Senegal. And tonight, he called the timeout and said, we've got to get Mesri out of the game, attack him. And that's exactly what's happened. And Mesri, arguably the MVP of the tournament, is sitting on the bench right now. And Tunisia are going to have to grind away without him. Fourth quarter underway. Cote d'Ivoire with the basketball. Joshua drifts in. And staying after it, and the veteran Slimani with the rebound. And there is Salah Mesri. Just, you can see he's about to cry because he can't get in the game right now. Abada, Kiaza, Ben Ramdam, Boulage, and Slimani in the game. Roll catching his breath on the bench, but he'll be back soon, I would imagine. And Cedric Ba called for the foul on Ben Ramdam.
Yeah, again, he's so tricky, Ben Ramdam, as he backs closer to the hoop, and Michael Roll's sitting off as well, so two of Tunisia's most influential players, both on the bench at the moment. And again, this is why you have all these top players coming off the bench.
If Cote d'Ivoire can get a steal and go the other way for a 2 or a 3, imagine. They need a stop. It's their defense against the great tenacity. The tenacious, the execution of Tunisia, then they stay after it.
A lot of pressure on Cedric Barr as he's trying to take that defensive rebound. Ben Ramdam right in there again. The ball does remain with Cote d'Ivoire. They've got to just limit Tunisia to one shot. It's good defense. They got the hand right in the face of the shooter.
So they've called a technical foul. Oh boy. And he bricked it. So that's the second technical free throw they've missed, isn't it?
Bard has stepped right off the line there. Yes.
So 65-59 Tunisia, 9 minutes remaining. And you just feel the control that Solo Diabate has right now. This is his element. The veteran. And Costello. Joshua as well. Doesn't hesitate. Boy, had that gone, it would have been just a 3-point game. Now Tunisia. And they called the charge on Slimani.
Wonderful D. And Slimani trying to get into his post move, but he wants to knock Joshua back. Well, he certainly does, but it's too much of that off arm, and Fofana likes that.
Perhaps, what does that tell you, the way he was celebrating? There was definite contact, but he also sold it well. Diabate into the paint, back outside to Kebe. Bob, will it be him again? No, he turns it over this time, has it knocked away.
Tough move for Ball there.
Ben Ramdam turns, hands it off. Oh, what interior passing that was by Ben Ramdam to Kiaza.
Yeah, good spacing. Kiaza does the rest.
And Diabate a little bit out of control as he got in there under the basket.
Playing in Tunisian defenders' hands here. Beautiful.
Watch this pass.
Wrap-around pass around the back of Costello there, Jeff. That's sensational.
Well, he's a great passer. Look at that. 17 assists on the night for Tunisia.
Gia's often the recipient, playing off whether it's Mesri or Ben Ramdam, just picking up loose balls. He's just an all-energy sort of guy. Very lucky for Tunisia that they've got him. Well, he can play all these important minutes tonight.
You would think with Costello out there, he would need to be out there with Salah Mesri out. And somebody called for the travel.
Yeah, Coach Baumann saying, Slimani, just catch and shoot that. They gave him the 3.
Back yourself.
Yeah, sure. You're a gold ball recipient, just knock that shot down.
That's right. No, that wasn't him. Oh, no, yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
oh, sorry, Slimani, yeah.
Slimani, yes.
Yeah. and Konate for Cote d'Ivoire and Liz Mills.
That was a nice little ceremony.
And the pass goes out to Konate, and Mr. Golden Ball gets in and misses.
Tough move, they almost lost control of it. Konate got it back, and he's going left and hanging in the air, just falling short. Big moments in this contest.
Rabada gets in, tough finish, Omar Rabada.
Yeah, beautiful attack, using the hoop as protection from Matt Costello, who was trying to play defense there.
Quick pass, Costello!
And we saw that from this commentary position, just set up perfectly on the back cut, thrown down by Costello.
Now Bada gets around, and Konate gets a hand up. Costello has it, gets it over to Kebe. It goes down, over to Fofana, drifts in, gets it to Costello, and the ball knocked out of his hands. It'll stay at this end.
They're not giving Costello a moment's rest here. He's got 6 points and that nice dunk, but as soon as he's under the hoop.
And watch the dunk by Costello and his own little personal jungle gym.
Yeah, and he has just got his body shape wrong. You could see Costello, but he couldn't see the ball. And once Costello attacked the basket, there was trouble.
He's got 6 points, well below his tournament average. Of around 17, I believe it is. 17.6. But also still plenty of time to pour in some more points.
I think, again, Mesri's back in. Well, he's got 1 foul left.
And will they go at him? Bada has a cut in the lip, so he gets some treatment.
There you go.
Fofana. And drives in. Excellent work for Fofana.
That was perfection. Get Mesri away from the hoop, then attack him, make him move his feet, and score right at the basket. He's not going to go for the block in that position, Mesri.
Michael roll, Mesri for 3. Good! Right off the bench!
Yeah, he sat for a long time, and Costello was flying out to try and challenge the shot, but Salah Mesri was too good there for 3.
Well, you got to give a shout out to Adel Talatli, the coach, the former Tunisia coach that brought Salah Mesri into this national team. Look at him now, coach. Could be the best player in Africa, and the rim protection.
Yeah, a different team with Mesri on the floor. Even with 4 fouls, he's able to affect that shot, Jeff.
I'll tell you, it's going to be a state of emergency if he doesn't play next year, through the next windows as Tunisia trying to get back to the World Cup. Here is El Malbrook banking it in.
Yeah, just one player after another keeps delivering for Tunisia. The latest is Murad Al Mabrouk.
And so Zoua fouled by Michael Roll. What a great experience it's been for Zoua, who came into the setup during the African qualifiers. Kebe goes out. So Diabate is back in. Here's Malbrook. Again,
it's tough.
Despite the contact, keeps his balance, puts it up and in. Zoua played his college basketball at Nevada. And back to Costello. He's not ready to sign off yet with 4.5 minutes remaining.
There's great patience being shown by Costello in this game. Hanging tough. Now he knocks down his first 3.
Salah Mesri. El Malbrook, shot clock down to 4. El Malbrook, hand in the face. Diabate gets in. Oh, and a finish. Nope. Right idea, just did not get the drop.
Such a tough shot there with Mesri Mejri angling Diabate off. And Tunisia come up with the defensive rebound on the miss.
Abada to Mejri. Three-point shooting, Mejri, not this time. But Ben Ramdam rebounds, and another 14 seconds for Tunisia.
Yeah, Tunisia, they all know their job. Great offensive rebound.
Michael Roll finds his way in, behind the back pass, and Abada alertly puts it up. Michael Roll with the behind the back pass.
Yeah, didn't quite come off, but he's back in.
So Zouzoua, somebody needs to step up and hit a shot for Cote d'Ivoire. Again, they're really attacking, trying to get it down low. I guess to attack Mejri. And stepped out of bounds. Konate.
Yeah.
Rather, Konate.
Good defense. They just did enough angling. Konate off the court to step on the sideline. And Rondon right there.
They're not going to get too many more chances here, this Cote d'Ivoire team. They've got to capitalize on their possessions. Roll, missed everything.
Yes, very unlike Michael Roll, but the defense was tough enough to make it a difficult shot in the end.
Yeah, the defense taking its toll on Roll on that one. Here is Costello. Ooh, that was one they needed as well.
That was big. He just made one a short while ago from exactly the same spot, just couldn't get it to go.
2:35 remaining. Tunisia trying to win the FIBA AfroBasket for the second time in a row. Oh, passes over to Ben Ramdam. Elmal Brook. And over to Mejri for three. Good! Crazy, look at him! The big fella, the marksman. You know him as the shot swatter. Well, this is the three-point shooter, Salah Mejri. The green light. Give it to him.
Yeah. Great job again. Ben Rondon with another offensive rebound. It's so key. But what also is huge and key is Salah Mejri at 7-1 is knocking down some massive three-pointers.
Quickly. Hey, match up quickly. All right? We have 2 fouls to give. 2 fouls to give. The offense. Let's try to pass. Let's try to pass the ball to Matt. Up. Where do you want the ball? Where do you want the ball? Side. Eh? Side. 2 side. Yeah. Let's go with 2 side. 2 side, okay? There you go. Let's try to, man, not defended by Roll to receive the ball here. Side of Matt.
Yeah. No,
man,
I know you know.
Don't defended this by Roll.
Go more towards the middle.
And then we play this, pass the ball here to Matt.
So whoever's Roll's not guarding,
go side of Matt.
Defense, 1, 2, 3.
There's Salah Mejri, 21 points, 5 rebounds. Nice kick out. It wasn't actually off the offensive rebound, just the pass into the post and the quick pass out from Ben Rondon. Oh!
Well, Konate hanging on the rim and keeping the hopes alive.
Yeah, he got his own miss. That is just awesome.
So here's Roll. Pulls up again. Just off the front of the rim. Salah Mejri. Elmel Brook. Again, Roll trying to kill it off. And Salah Mejri goes high. And the foul called on Matt Costello.
Again, Mejri just diving to the basket. They're so difficult for Costello to deal with him. And there's the Tunisian supporters liking their position. Verge of repeating AfroBasket success. Good deep by Fofana. They're going to need some multiple defensive efforts here. Cote d'Ivoire.
So, timeout has been called by Tunisia, leading by 9 with 1:13 remaining.
They have fouls to give, so they're going to foul immediately. Play strong with them, okay? So again, here's what we're doing. For Makram, screen for Murad. If he's open, pass it, but step and bounce immediately. If not, no problem. Makram, you are first. Salah is second. Michael sprints up. Makram to the corner, and Salah to the elbow.
Please take care of it. Take care of the ball, please.
Throw it high to Salah because nobody can touch him. Okay? If they're switching everything, don't screen, but slip. But go to your spots.
Good clear timeout by Coach Baumann, and they are so close. Tunisia, they are so locked in. And Mejri again, just nice pass, simple pass out. Looking for his best option, Ben Rondam, and that man there, Salah Mejri. Cool as you like. Another penetrating kick.
Yeah, just an incredible rim protector, yes. Three-point shooter, yes. Here is Michael Roll floating in. Diabate leans into a three and makes it a 6-point game. Yeah. Still some work to do for the Eagles.
Yeah, they need to pressure up the floor now. Play D, play D. There it is.
Great work. Oh, what a play by Salah Mejri, taking it away from Costello. Inside to Salah Mejri.
Wow.
Now, Costello's going to come out and say he was fouled by Salah Mejri at midcourt.
There was a lot of contact there because he was just about to take that steal on the press. Floated pass. Mejri's behind him, and Mejri somehow gets to the ball, but this is little up and under. Diabate's definitely fouled him. And Costello comes over, but it's the play at the halfway line that Costello's not happy with. And the worst case scenario for Cote d'Ivoire is that Mejri is at the free throw line.
Well, Salah Mejri complaining, obviously, and Costello and Ben Rondam getting into it a little bit. I mean, you can understand the frustration for Costello, because if they get that steal, they're going down with the potential to cut it to 4 or maybe 3.
Yep.
But instead, it puts Mejri on the line, and he calmly sinks the first. You got to get control. You got to get control of your emotions in the situation if you're Salah Mejri. So he goes to 22 points. He makes just 1 of 2. So it's back to a 7-point lead. Ben Rondam going to come back in, next dead ball. Diabate, he's hit while attempting a 3. A chance for a 4-point play.
Diabate has taken over, Jeff. A massive 3. Pulls up in transition off the little screen for Costello, and he's fouled, and it goes in, and he will go to the line. And this stadium has just erupted.
Unbelievable. You are, as long where there is hope, there is life. And Diabate has just cut it to a three-point game.
Wow, what a turnaround, Jeff. That's unreal.
Samani, it's his third foul, so he goes out. And that missed free throw by Mejri also looms a little bit larger now. Remember, Salah Mejri has 4 fouls. Costello has 3 fouls.
What a game.
El Malbrook inbounds it to Abada. You gotta love the way that Cote d'Ivoire never stop playing. They keep going after it. Now, how deep will Tunisia take? And will they even allow Cote d'Ivoire to attempt a three-pointer on their next possession, or will they foul? Here's Abada. Shot clock down to 3, 2. He gets it to Ben Ramdam. It goes away, out of bounds. And that's the danger when you stop running your offense.
Yeah.
You kind of get out of sync, and that's how Tunisia play. They run their offense, and that's when they get looks.
Yeah, they were playing the clock and not the situation there, and they get the pass into Ben Ramdam a bit too late, Jeff.
I think they're going to foul. I don't think they're going to let him shoot a 3. They're going to let him bring it up.
Yeah, they've got fouls. If they've got fouls to give, then they must use them.
They do. Well, they've got one more to give, and then even then, I think they would foul and not allow them to attempt a 3. Because they've made their 3s tonight. Cote d'Ivoire, they're 12 of 26. They have missed a few lately.
But not the 2 by Diabate. I mean, 7 quick points to turn this game on its head.
We got time, but we need a rebound also. We need a rebound. So we have to play no crazy because we have time. Probably they will foul. And if they foul, they have one to beat. If they foul, okay, last one they foul, you can say, hey, stop. And we will have another extra okay? So let's go with 2. So you receive, okay? And then you play quickly. Pick up pop.
So they're anticipating the foul, as you would. And then they're looking at a pick and pop to try to get a 3. A take, I think that's what he said. But even then, they'll commit the foul, so they advance the ball. They have that right to advance the ball.
Yeah, as you would with only 9 seconds left. Makes no difference. Let's get into the front court. They've got a lot of options here for a 3-pointer.
And Mejri in the game. And they've got Fofana on the low block. And Costello at the top of the key with Zouzoua. And Diabate on the wing. Now Diabate comes around. And he's got to make his move to draw the foul. And they don't have much time. They get it over. He throws it away into the hands of Roll. I think it was too complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was too complicated.
Incredible
scenes. Point 2. It's all but over.
Yeah.
The Tunisians are going to win the FIBA AfroBasket for the 2nd time in a row, and they're going to win it for the 3rd time since 2011. They are, without a doubt, Africa's powerhouse in basketball.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see that last sequence again, but again, they took a lot of time off the clock, and Costello just couldn't get a pivot or get a clean look at a pass or a shot. Great job by Tunisia.
Their only hope is to steal the inbounds pass and score, but with 0.2 seconds, I don't think they have enough time to do it. I think it's like 0.3 is what you have to have. And Michael Roll gets it down, and that is it. Tunisia celebrate. Cote d'Ivoire never gave up. And disappointment for Cote d'Ivoire, but look at the celebration of the Eagles of Tunisia. Sensational.
Yeah, just a gutsy performance with the highest level of skill and experience. They didn't look old, they did look experienced, and the joy is there to be seen. Just wonderful performance for Tunisia.
Wow.
Who repeat their 2017 success, Jeff. And
you can only
unbelievable.
You can only admire Cote d'Ivoire for the fight they put up tonight. They had a sensational tournament. 78-75, Tunisia win it.
And here's some of the stats. And 23 of 41 from 2, 7 of 25 from 3. They really struggled. And as for Cote d'Ivoire, they shot the lights out from beyond the arc, and Diabate really gave them hope, nearly got them home. 41 rebounds, Tunisia, 20 assists, just the 12 turnovers for them. 15 turnovers for Cote d'Ivoire. Diabate 20, Mejri 22, Roll 18, Abada 10, Kebe 10, and Fofana 9. What a final. Just incredible stuff. And right to the last play, Tunisia did just enough on that Cote d'Ivoire effort. Costello couldn't get a clean look, and he threw it into the hands of Michael Roll, who was right place, right time.
Just a tremendous FIBA AfroBasket. Had to be capped with a final like that. And you know that this Tunisia team had to be sweating it out at the end because it was close. They made it very awkward, Cote d'Ivoire. They didn't give up. They hit big shots. That's why basketball's so special. You got to play the 40 minutes.
Yeah, it all changed really quickly on the Diabate 7-point play over the 2 threes. And then Tunisia still hung tough. Timeout, so tough to win these big games. And Coach Baumann stayed completely cool and called the right times out, said the right things in the right order. But you've got to take your hat off to Cote d'Ivoire in the semi-final and in this final. They were superb, and so was this guy, Salah Mejri, who gave Matt Costello such a hard time. I'm sure Costello's learnt an awful lot from this tournament and from this matchup with Salah Mejri and Tunisia. Michael Roll was off the charts as well with some of his three-pointers.
You want to say they just had too many weapons, but at the end of the day, they had to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, it just shows the level that Tunisia have got and the level of the player they can bring into the game. Not to say that Cote d'Ivoire have got some tough bench players, but to have Giaza, Malbrook hits big shots, they can be starters or they can come in off the bench, but you've got to feel for Cote d'Ivoire. They've given everything over the last 48 hours and fall just short.
Well, their extraordinary three-point shooting kept them in the game, and it was just a battle of wills, a battle of giants, a battle of experienced veterans. I mean, experience, in the end, you probably think won out. Yeah, Diabate's got experience for this Cote d'Ivoire team, but this Tunisia team just has oodles of experience, and it was evident in many of the big moments. But I just love the job that Nacho Lefkano did with this Cote d'Ivoire team. I mean, what a coach he is. I hope he continues to remain at the helm and leads them in the African qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which, by the way, is going to start coming up in November. And that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, really exciting, having spent the whole time here at AfroBasket, just seeing how strong African basketball is, and Salah Mejri with just such a great touch there with that shot from under the backboard, and that's what it means to Salah Mejri and to Tunisia. They fought hard, they've played some unbelievable basketball, and they are worthy champions. Look at the excitement of Matt Costello. A tough pill to swallow for him. 9 points, 8 rebounds, still nearly a double-double for him, but it took him a long time to get into the game, and Salah Mejri never let him settle, never let him get into an offensive rhythm, but there was other players that stepped up, including Suleiman Diabate, who ends up with 20 points. Kanate with that unbelievable follow-up slam off his three-point miss. They kept elevating themselves, Cote d'Ivoire, but Tunisia kept responding.
Just speaking about those World Cup qualifiers, Cote d'Ivoire will be with Guinea, Central African Republic, and Angola.
Guinea, who had a great AfroBasket, Jeff, as well.
Absolutely.
We wish them well.
All 16 teams will be in the African qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And also Tunisia, Cameroon, Rwanda, and South Sudan will also be in there.
Great job.
Excellent. Thanks, Ben.
Ben Rondon just come over and giving you maybe one of the Tunisian fans might want that, Jeff.
I can't believe he hasn't watched this.
There's a lot of sweat on that. I mean, that's a great touch from Ben Rondon. Top player. Has done a really nice thing there.
Well, just a classy act, Ben Rondon in Tunisia, and I've enjoyed watching them play.
Yeah, sure.
Michael Roll, Salah Mejri, just the nicest guys off the court. Of course, it's a big basketball family, and all of these guys are just, these guys are just unbelievable. What a celebration.
Yeah, broadest smile in Kigali. And they've been there, they've seen it, they've done it again. As you say, 3 times winners, Jeff, since 2011. So they're almost repeating what Angola did before them.
Yeah, they're the best. They're the first team to win 2 in a row since Angola.
Yeah.
But also, when you consider that this team has been, for the last decade, has won 3 AfroBasket titles, that's remarkable.
Yeah.
And
outstanding.
Just goes to show you about continuity, about having a strong plan, an idea, a federation. And you know, this is a program that's going to face some challenges coming up. Perhaps when some of these older people, as Dirk Bowerman says, are gonna retire. You know, who's gonna step into the breach? Who's gonna fill the breach? But what's happened is with Tunisia, what they've been able to do, they've captured the imagination. You know that in Tunisia, there are kids dribbling basketballs today because they want to be like these guys.
Yeah, you got it. Absolutely. And bigs want to be like Mejri, or the guards want to be like Abada and Malbrook and Chinufi and Ganuni, and they all come to play. And Giaza, yes, there's always a place in my basketball heart for players like Giaza who just come off the bench, spell Mejri or play alongside Mejri and just do an unreal job for their country.
So there's the AfroBasket trophy, and it's a familiar trophy for the team in red, for Tunisia, who, again, you go back and you remember everything that they've achieved. 3rd place in 2009, played at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2010, winning it in 2011 in Madagascar with Salah Mejri, the MVP, playing at the Olympics for the first time in 2012. You know, they didn't get it done in 2013, but to be able to play at the World Cup in 2014. But what's the best way to do? You get back to the podium the next year, and then you play, and then you win the AfroBasket in 2017. They just keep winning and winning and winning, and they're there or thereabouts, knocking on the door.
Yeah, and so no game is too big for them. No situation they're going to shy away from, and they've just done an amazing job, and Mejri leading the way for them. But he's got some great players around him, Jeff,
and I think also, you know, you saw the pained expression for Matt Costello, and you know, the naturalized player is so important. It's so important. And Cote d'Ivoire, boy, they picked a heck of one, just like Tunisia did with Michael Roll. Matt Costello saying, "Man, I'm having the summer of a life, seeing how much of the world lives and how and how lucky I am." And he really bought into this Cote d'Ivoire team, and I hope he sticks with them and he continues to play with them, because he's everything that's good about basketball. And I know he's a new dad, so congratulations to him and his wife and their newborn.
Congratulations, Matt. Yep.
And you know, Solo Diabate, you don't know if he's going to make it back to the final. I would never count him out, really. But to me, the key is keeping the coach, Lefkano, keeping him, following his lead. He's got an idea. You can see he really knows what he's doing. And if these players fall in line, man, the sky's the limit for Cote d'Ivoire. They've got good young players as well.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I think he showed that you've got to follow me and you've got to give 100% at all times. And the team did just that, especially when they surged back in that final quarter.
AfroBasket 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the national team of Rwanda.
So the honors are going to be handed out.
Et sera remis par Monsieur
Individual honors.
Président de FIBA Afrique.
And of course, we call upon the captain, Mr. Olivier Chaka, to receive the award.
So the honor of fair play goes to
team. Ladies and gentlemen,
Rwanda.
One more time, a round of applause for Rwanda national team.
So the fair play team award goes to Rwanda, and it's accepted by Shaka, who's an important player in the national team. We're going to see him in the African qualifiers.
We continue our ceremony with the All-Star 5 Award, the best 5 players of the
All-Star
tournament.
5 awards. This is always a tough one because you can think of so many players that should be on there and maybe don't get on there.
The FIBA Africa president, Mr. Hannibal Manav. We are going to read out the names of the 5 best players.
Les 5 meilleurs joueurs du tournoi, chacun à
So, Mr. Hannibal Manav, FIBA Africa president, handing out these awards. It was a great FIBA AfroBasket for Rwanda before they were eliminated. There's President Manav. So Omar Bada has made it for his steady play from Tunisia. Congratulations. He made a lot of big plays. Was terrific defensively.
Yeah, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in tonight's game.
Congratulations, Omar Abada, our first All-Star 5 of the tournament.
Le deuxième membre de ce meilleur 5 du tournoi, c'est encore un Tunisien. Il s'appelle Makram Ben Rwanda.
So Makram Ben Ramdam has also made it from Tunisia, the All-Star 5. Congratulations to him. He breaks out the gun show.
Yeah, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 5 offensive, 5 defensive, 3 assists, 2 steals in tonight's final.
Makram, who plays for Benfica Basketball Club. He's the second of the All-Star 5, the best of the tournament. Thank you so much, Ben Makram.
Le troisième joueur dans ce 5 est de Côte d'Ivoire, Mathieu.
So Matt Costello also making the All-Star 5. Hopefully that will solve some of the sting, remove some of the sting of not winning the title. I guess with his expression, you can see he would much rather win the team honor.
Our third All-Star 5 player of the FIBA Africa.
Yeah, tough night tonight. Still nearly a double-double, 9 points, 8 rebounds, but he came into this game as one of the leading scorers in the tournament, and in efficiency and in shooting percentage.
Gorgui Dieng, also from Senegal, leading scorer, outstanding talent and player. I know he desperately wanted to get to the top of the podium. He comes out to receive the fist bump for President Manav.
2 incredible performances over the weekend in the semi-final fight, and the third place game today, hitting 30 points.
And also Eddie Tavares has made the All-Star 5, and I'm hoping that will be really, here's a guy who gave everything for his country at this tournament and was tremendous. And we all saw how he had to take on the world at times inside physically with everybody, and the fact that he has been recognized as the All-Star 5 is a great tribute to him, to his teammates, to his country, but especially to him and his commitment.
Yeah, commitment to the cause, fantastic effort by him. Shot blocker, shot changer. Great around the hoop. That's a pretty strong 5 there, Jeff. I'd put them up against most 5s anywhere in the world.
Thank you so much to our All-Star 5 players. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we are going to award individual awards. As we continue, we have 3 more awards individually. We are going to award the best rebounder of the tournament as we call upon and invite Mr. Amara Fode Konde, the president of FIBA Africa Competition Council, to come in front and help us award the best.
So Amara Konde, the president of FIBA Africa Competition Council.
Again, encore,
one more time.
And he comes out.
Rebounder of the tournament, the home tournament since day one, starting from the 24th to the 5th of September today, ladies and gentlemen.
He's going to present the best rebounder award.
Walter Tavares.
Walter Tavares, 71 rebonds sur l'ensemble de la compétition. Sous vos ovations, messieurs, dames.
So I think this man's going to be having to get some exercise and go back out and get another award as the best rebounder. Hopefully all these awards will help him come back and play at the next AfroBasket as well.
Well, we really hope so. His coach was saying he felt he had some rough treatment, but he's such a big, strong player. And in that semi-final yesterday, huge numbers and only 2 fouls. Kept great control of himself, and he has lit this tournament up right from that first night, Jeff. Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely. He did. Now the best three-point shooter award.
One more time. Congratulations, the best rebounder.
The best three-point shooter award is next.
And next up, we are going to award the best 3-point scorer of the tournament. And of course, Mr. Amara Fode Konde, the president of FIBA Africa Competition Council, will continue to help us award the best 3-point scorer.
Le meilleur shooter à 3 points, Carlos Moraes, d'Angola, avec 19 tirs à 3 points réussis. Son trophée lui sera remis prochainement.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so the best three-point shooter award again will be presented by Mr. Konde.
Moraes Carlos of Angola. He's the best 3-point scorer of the tournament. Thank you so much.
And on behalf of Carlos Moraes Alfredo,
the person with most points of the tournament, Mr. Amara Fode Konde, the president of FIBA Africa Competition Council, will continue to help us award
representing
the best
Angola.
scorer of the tournament.
I can't remember Alfredo's last name. I've talked to him a million times. Great guy.
Le top scorer de ce 30e AfroBasket, Gorgui.
And next, the top scorer, Gorgui Jang. So Carlos Moraes hit 19 three-pointers. Eddie Tavares had 71 rebounds, and now Gorgui Jang gets the best score award, 120 points in the tournament. I guess he sealed that today.
Ladies and gentlemen, he scored 120 points in the whole tournament. One more time.
Averaging 20 points a game. Just sensational weekend of basketball by him. Statistically.
National team.
It's great to have him here.
It is, but you can see how badly he wants to reach the top of the podium more than anything.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Well, he's going to have to come back in 4 years, Jeff, and try again, or the World Cup. They've got a seriously talented team, Senegal.
So now the MVP of the tournament.
Africa, to help us award the Tissot most valuable player. Ladies and gentlemen, who is the most valuable player?
Who is it going to be? The MVP?
Le meilleur joueur de ce 30e AfroBasket,
Alphonse Spile, the Secretary General of FIBA Africa, is going to present the Tissot watch. And again, it's Macron Ben Ramdam.
Ben Ramdam Macron, number 12, from the national team of Tunisia.
His big award.
Of the 30th edition.
Yeah, when we discussed this pre-game, who was likely to get MVP, and I did pick him, Jeff.
Yes, you did. Well, he is an amazing, versatile player and means so much to that. And you got Salah Mejri, the AfroBasket MVP of 2011.
Yeah.
And also, you know,
The best player of the tournament.
Makram has
nice
been there
prize,
for,
by the way.
He's been there for all the good times for this, you know, so when you talk about continuity, you talk about leaders, you talk about playing with courage in those difficult moments. This guy is in the war. He's in the trenches every single game. He's out there for all the qualifiers when they play in the African qualifiers. Just an amazing leader. And I have to say also, Salah Mejri and Michael Roll were utterly sensational in this tournament. And I think they very easily could have been in the All-Star 5 and probably even merited a consideration for that MVP award.
I totally agree. They were in our conversations, Mejri, Roll for sure.
Andreas Zaklis, the FIBA Secretary General, is now going to come out and present along with Alphonse Bile, the FIBA Africa Secretary General, the bronze medals. So, Branco Badio, who was a sensation, you can see, in the group phase. And then Maurice Ndour, who a terrific defender and a big loss when he went out with an injury. He played at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Mamba Diallo was a constant three-point threat for them. Mamadou Faye, who we watched in the press conference today, but this guy was really taking off, Mamadou Faye.
Yeah, fantastic three-point shooter. And he plays so well off the likes of Dieng and Badio.
Mamadou Faye, Mustapha Diop, Pap Deem.
Number 12, Bouba Touré. We call upon number 14.
Alga Njai.
The best scorer,
as well as Bouba Touré, Gorgui Dieng, Youssou N'Doye, and Pierre Henry. So Pierre Henry is going to come out.
We also call upon number 20, Henry Pierre.
For some reason they call him Henry Pierre, but it is Pierre Henry.
Lastly but not least among the players, we call upon number 28, Ibrahim Faye.
The first name in this competition that's
Ibrahim
always as it reads.
And also Ibrahim Faye comes out.
Yeah.
An amazing talent who really showed us what they're about. And you know, the reality is, if you look at these guys, usually the bronze medal winners are smiling more than the runners-up. But in this case, I think it just illustrates how disappointed Senegal are that they did not get back at least to the final and to win the title. And I think in time they'll appreciate it. And again, Boniface Sendong, the former star of Senegal, who coached the team this year, and just such a wonderful person.
Yeah. Super team, Gorgui Dieng getting the headlines, getting in the All-Star 5, 30 points and 12 rebounds today, following on from his huge performance in the semi-final where they fell to Cote d'Ivoire. But Branco Badio, Mamadou Faye, 11 points today, 6 assists, 7 points for Papa, Dean, excuse me. Njai, 9 points, 3 of 6 from behind the arc. They've got all the pieces. Pierre Henry, 5 points today, 7 assists. They can get those guys back together for the World Cup qualifiers. Watch out, world.
So Côte d'Ivoire now are going to be introduced as the silver medal winners, the runners-up. And again, you can't talk enough about this team, how they showed up. And I think they kind of discovered a unity while they were here, a self-belief that really helped them make it all the way to the final, and within seconds of tying it and forcing overtime.
Jean-François Cabet, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. In the final, he's got a bright future, tough player.
So Mr. Desiree Mugwiza, the president of FIRWABA, plus Andres Zaklas, the FIBA Secretary General, handing the silver medals off to all of them. And that would include Jean-Francois Kebe, Brian Pamba, Stephen Kanate, the captain, Suleiman Diabate, Professor Fofana, Nizre Zozwa, Guy Eddy, Jacques-Willie Kouassi. There's Diabate. Really does have a tendency to come up big in those big games. And Fofana, how crucial was he?
Number 14.
They've got a good all-round team, Jeff, and they keep this group together for the qualifiers going forward. Big things, they'll be back on the podiums.
Number 15.
I thought they might suffer a little bit because of some departures from their World Cup team, but they got stronger.
And number 16.
Guy, there is Zozwa and Fofana. There's Guy. Didn't play as much at the end of the game today. I think it's because he got into foul trouble. Kouassi, and then Bali Koulibaly, who was playing a big part of this team. Lionel Kouadio. Cedric Ba. And Matt Costello, who comes back out.
Yeah, he's looking a bit distraught there.
It's starting to dawn on him that finishing, reaching the final and coming so close. Making the All-Star 5 is not that bad.
That's a pretty impressive first AfroBasket, and we all appreciate his skill set and the way that he's fitted in with this Côte d'Ivoire team. And as you said, let's hope he is able to play in all the qualifying windows going forward.
And of course, Nacho Lezcano Moya comes up, and the coach, I would do everything possible to keep him at the helm. I really would. I mean, it starts with the coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, he set the tone, Jeff, and they all fell in line, and they just believed, and they followed his instructions, and they nearly got there in Tunisia.
He got the best out of him.
Yeah, and that's a great job for him, Coach Moya.
And of course, our gold medalist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I think they need to secure his services and everybody come back for the qualifiers, and let's get to the World Cup and see where they can go.
So the gold medals that are going to be presented to Tunisia will be handed over by FIBA Africa's president, Mr. Anibal Manav, and Mr. Uhore Monyagaju from the Ministry of Sport of Rwanda. And while we're at it, why don't we just salute Rwanda for putting on an amazing FIBA AfroBasket. I think you could not have had a better host for this competition. I mean, it has been terrific.
Yeah, totally agree. From the venue, the way we've been looked after at the hotel, with everything, all the volunteers, the FIBA staff, local organising committee, the teams, the coaches, it's just been an incredible experience.
And I would like to say to everybody, if you're watching, come to Rwanda. This place is it's a very interesting place, the land of 1,000 hills. The heart of Africa, and here is Tunisia. So Osama Mamoui comes out to get his. Ganoudi comes out. Omar Bada. Sayed Chenoufi. Mourad El Malbrouk. Mokhtar Ghiaza. How terrific was he? Mourad El Malbrouk there. The great shooter, tenacious. And Ghiaza. Here's Makram Ben Ramdam, who's been named MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Ghiaza just in front of him. Huge minutes for him in this final.
Gulag comes out. There's Ben Rondon. He'll treasure this moment, won't he?
Yeah, he's been superb. Another big game tonight, just when Tunisia needed it.
Michael Roll, I tell you what, I don't think Tunisia would have won this title without him. I mean, he was that important.
No, agreed. All the big moments, he stepped up. 18 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 steals in tonight's game.
Probably Slimani signing off for the title with the national team, and Salah Mejri. And it just goes to show you how competitive this tournament was to have an all-star 5 that did not include Michael Roll and Salah Mejri. It's incredible.
No, again, it's just the way people look at it, and Mejri and Roll are as good as any of the guys that got in that all-star 5.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
For sure.
But that just goes to show the strength, especially of Tunisia. And I know that they're as happy for their teammates as their teammates would have been for them if they had been put on there. Just a wonderful time. It doesn't happen many times in life. And Dirk Bowerman, how about that? He's coached Germany, Poland, Iran, and here he is getting to the top of the podium with Tunisia. And I also think this guy is a perfect fit. He's got such a dry sense of humor. He's been around the block, hasn't he?
Yeah. Like a lot of these players.
Just the way the players are reacting around him, responding to him, just shows you how they hold him in such high regard. So they're going to play the Tunisian national anthem. So Tunisia once again win the FIBA AfroBasket, and they're loaded. I mean, any coach would want those guys in their team, the way they got after it. They had difficult moments. Don't forget, they fell behind by 19 points to Egypt. And what would have happened if they had not won the group and gone straight to the quarterfinals? Maybe that would have knocked their confidence. They came back, and I think they showed when they were able to come back from that deficit and win that they had to be the favorites or one of the favorites.
Yeah, agreed. And Coach Baumann had a massive role in that game when he called timeout and said, this is a long game. Don't panic. And they didn't, and they won that game, and they've won every game.
So they lift the trophy high. Slimani Tunisia once again on top of the world, the AfroBasket world, here in Kigali, Rwanda. What a proud moment for Tunisia. And anytime you can say that you've won an AfroBasket, you have achieved something great. And those two guys lifting it there, they've won it 3 times. Amazing.
Yeah, just great longevity. With Mejri, Slimani, Ben Rondon, Michael Roll, huge experience and big shot player, and my, did he hit some big ones tonight. Just great performances all over this roster, and they thoroughly deserved all the accolades. And that trophy that Salah Mejri is holding, Jeff, and Rondon, who kindly gave you his shirt, and the sweat's just drying off.
Yeah, sweat's all over my trousers now.
Yeah, wonderful for him to do that.
I just love being here, Graham. It's been a wonderful occasion. Yeah. Thanks for everything. Let's look back at again, the best plays from the second half. And Konate, who was the golden ball winner, missing, but we really started to see what made Solo Diabate special, or we were reminded rather, once again. He just made big plays. He came up and out of nowhere, gets an offensive rebound and putback.
Yeah, he was fantastic tonight.
Michael Roll was just relentless.
No limit on his range. Nice bounce pass here because Mejri was out, so Costello goes to work. And Giaza just can't quite deal with the power. Moya thought we're onto something here as they were coming back. And then Mejri gets basket side. Costello's in big trouble and he just kisses it off the glass. That's clever. And then the block now, being ultra critical, maybe left hand finish would have been better, but Michael Roll, rock and roll, on a roll, any roll. I mean,
roll up your sleeves.
Just roll up your sleeves, work hard. Costello with the
California
back cut.
roll.
Yeah, back cut from Costello. We love that. Again, Giaza just probably the only mistake he made all night, just took his eye off the passer and Costello was off to the races for the throwdown. And then Roll, eyes up, shaping.
Yeah, those two right there, they really teamed up and they combined for 40 points tonight. Tunisia's 78.
Yeah, they were huge and they play the big moments so well. Just a simple penetrate kick. Costello's gone to help on Roll and look at Mejri. Absolute confidence in what he can do anywhere on the basketball court. And then Malbrook, Konate's trying to stay with him and Malbrook goes hard. They go shoulder to shoulder and then he just goes around because Konate's back is to him. And this was big. Costello with the screen, Diabate with the three. And there's a foul, well, he's got Rondam coming out, Abada chasing him, and nothing but net. That is a miraculous shot.
And that tells you it all right there. The celebrations, once again, AfroBasket winners, Tunisia. First time for Michael Roll, but it was sweet. So, again, Graham Hiscock, great working with you here at Kigali.
Likewise, Jeff.
78-75, Tunisia beat Cote d'Ivoire to win the FIBA AfroBasket 2021 title. Thanks, everyone, for going along for the ride.